Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome to the Breast Show. Thank you for clicking on this video. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and hope you enjoy. Let's get straight to it. Watching the Olympics is watching amazing athletes do things that you just can't do normally. You'll find yourself watching a sport like curling or diving and get heavily invested into something that you were previously never exposed to. It's actually the perfect place for esports to be because some of these esports athletes do amazing things in Call of Duty or Overwatch or Apex Legends. In those games, there's a giant skill gap that separates somebody who's just now playing to somebody who's a veteran, a pro. But that criteria does not fit the esports that I'm about to tell you right now. The games chosen for these esports weeks that's coming up for the Olympics in June, they don't represent what gamers would think, oh yeah, this is definitely an esports competitive game that I would wish to be in the Olympics. But instead, it represents what the gaming industry has become. Example number one, tic-tac-bow. It's from a studio called Refract Technologies, and Refract Technologies is an active commissioned member of the Global Esports Foundation. It is also affiliated with the WAF, the World Archery Foundation, which in turn is affiliated with the IOC, the International Olympic Committee. You see the connections here, right? It is a mobile game. I just checked it just now and it's not even available on the Apple App Store. I checked it on Google Play and it has 5,000 downloads, but the kicker is that it came out in February. And at the time of this announcement, it had like 100 something downloads. A game that by itself would not make it to the esports Olympic competition. Now, I understand that some time has passed, probably a couple weeks has passed in internet time, that's forever. But I know that some time has passed since the Olympics announced the games that would be in the Olympics. And in that time, I decided to kind of look into it more. And I found some pretty huge things that I do not see people talking about. People are rather talking about, well, they're excited just for the games to be in the Olympics, which is understandable because just in the last one, we didn't have any games at all. And as the first Olympics outside of the pandemic, we see some things that probably wouldn't have been installed without the pandemic happening. So yeah, I am happy that esports are in the Olympics, but some of the esports that I thought would be in the Olympics are missing. I'm talking Call of Duty, Overwatch, Fortnite, Apex Legends. Fall Guys will be a better substitute for most of these mobile games in there. Mobile games being the Olympics, mobile games being in the Olympics is ridiculous to me. And mobile games that were just made, and then other games with niche consoles that you have to buy. Now, some of them are recognizable, like chess.com, Gran Turismo, and Just Dance. I remember my Just Dance days in the early 2010s, and I didn't grow up with a PlayStation, but I have played Gran Turismo, and it is a great game. You would know that chess, and specifically chess.com, has spent a lot of time and money trying to make chess into an esport at all. And it seems like they hit the jackpot. So yeah, I understand that there are a couple games in there that are recognizable. It would be alarming if none of them were recognizable at all. But then some 6 other random games kind of got popped in there and I don't even know how they got there, like Tennis Clash, a game that I recently downloaded on my phone to play and try out for myself. Now, Tennis Clash isn't a game that just recently popped up like Tic-Tac-Bow, but it is from a popular developer called Wildlife Studios. And that developer is popular, but not as well liked because, again, like with any other mobile game developer, they have incredible amounts of microtransactions in their games. And product reviews have said that there are updates that change the way the game is played, which would be solved with a few dollars. Now, like I said, this game is downloadable right now. As a matter of fact, I downloaded it on my phone and I'm probably showing you footage of it right now. It can be played with one hand. Now, it is a fun game. It seems fun from the 30 minutes that I put into it, and it is high quality, but it also doesn't separate itself exactly from other mobile games in an amazing way. There are still crazy microtransactions, there are still lacks of skill gap in talent, and it's still not popular, and still it loads you with notifications. I had that game for like 30 minutes downloaded on my phone to show you what I'm showing you in this video, and they had to have sent me like 5 notifications every 10 minutes. I could have just said 2 notifications. Wait, I could have just said one notification every 2 minutes, but you get the idea. This whole situation reminds me of some other situation where a guy knows a guy that knows a guy that knows a guy that can get you into the Olympics. I mean, I looked at the games when I first opened my app, and I looked and I was like, I don't notice. I mean, I'm not familiar with like 6 of these games, but I just figured people were playing world-renowned games that my little Baltimore, Maryland, American brain was not familiar with. When you say esports, I was looking for maybe one of the 9 games to be, competitive Pokemon battling or competitive Yu-Gi-Oh battling, which I'll get into in a whole nother video. The mobile gaming community has seen a giant fall in their respect because of the crazy microtransactions. If you were alive in the early 2010s, everybody had Angry Birds or Flappy Birds on their phone, and it was just the talk of the town. Everybody liked it. But now people understand that mobile games just want your money and nothing more. And now I'm gonna get into some of the games that aren't mobile games, like Virtual Taekwondo, which actually in theory, it sounds pretty cool. I haven't seen any videos of it or pictures of it because I was so dumbfounded by tic-tac-bow in Tennis Clash. So I didn't get to see videos of it, but from what I read, it's kind of like a Connect situation where you fight somebody on the game, fight another human being on the game, but they just take your real life moments and kind of turn into virtual, kind of like the Connect and the 360, which albeit sounds cool, but it also sounds a little shady because you need a whole special rig for the game that debuted in 2018. Now, the other non-mobile game of the 6 new games is probably the most trusted game for me, which is the WBSC eBaseball Power Series. The WBC eBaseball Power, the WBC, no, the WBSC eBaseball Power Pros. That is a mouthful. That is a mouthful. Anyways, you can get it on PS5 and the Switch for 99 cents. A game that is 99 cents is going to be playable at the Olympics, at an Olympic level. But the reason why I trust that one the most is because Konami is working on it, and they've worked on games like Metal Gear Solid and all those other ones. Yu-Gi-Oh, one of my favorites, personal favorites. Now, there are 2 other mobile games about cycling and boating specifically called Zwift and Virtual Regatta. And those mobile games are actually pretty popular and have a fan base of their own, albeit the games aren't as popular as like some of the other mobile game stores that we have seen. At least it's not coming from nowhere, kind of like some of the other ones. What's extra shady is that some of these mobile games that are getting put into the Olympics have nowhere near the amount of downloads or star rating as the games that are not getting put into the Olympics. The games that everybody would know, like a Clash of Clans or Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Masters or Diablo Immortal, which Diablo fans didn't even like, but it still got 10 million downloads and 4.6 stars. The mobile games that are getting into the Olympics cannot hold a candle to any other mobile game out right now. There is seemingly some really shady stuff going on, and you would think that the world recognition for ultimate competition and power, seeing all of the greatest athletes in the world converge to one spot, wouldn't have mobile games that you could play with one hand, wouldn't have games that you would need a niche system to play, wouldn't have games that literally were made a couple months ago. And also wouldn't have games from studios that have incredible microtransactions, unless that's something that they would want to push indirectly, I guess. I mean, how good can somebody possibly get at a mobile game? How good can somebody get at a mobile game that came out in the last couple months? Unless that's not really what you're worried about, is the power of the players and how good they are. This seems like a giant ploy to use the grandiose title of the Olympics to make mobile games the center of the world again, and their crippling microtransactions. The mobile game scene today is completely abominable. Either they feature games with low quality, or they fill you with hella ads to get you to play other mobile games from the same studio or creator. And the mobile ads are ridiculous. It's like, oh, save the girl and become a level 100 crime boss, or save your friend and become a level 120 crime boss. Oh, something like that. I don't know. Some ads don't even know what game they're advertising. Some of the ads show games or features in a game that when you click and download the game, they're not even there. And the stores in these games, the developers in these games have no shame when it comes to microtransactions. They'll make you wait like 3 days or a week to build a new wall, and then offer, oh, well, you could speed up this process if you pay this one-time fee of $3 and then get the wall in 20 minutes instead of 1 week. Why does it take 1 week to build a wall anyway? Why does it take 3 days to get a new part for my virtual car? I'm not waiting on a real mechanic here. And then they think they're doing you a favor by offering you monthly packs or daily packs or bonus limited time edition monthly packs. The ball's on them to put a $100 sticker, $89, $99 sticker, and then say, oh, we're gonna throw in an extra 25. Come on, man, leave it wherever you're going, because if you're playing a game like that that's pay to win, leave that in the past, please. Or bring it to the world's biggest competitive stage, you know, whichever one is you're liking. But yeah, mobile microtransactions are like a virus. They've gotten into PC and console gaming, gripping studios like EA, and now it's seeming to come all the way to the Olympics. Money talks, people. What a long journey, going from mobile games like Angry Birds all the way to Olympics. They already trashed the MMORPGs. Where else can microtransactions go? Speaking of that, would you like to join my Patreon for $3? I'm messing with y'all. I'm playing with y'all. Thank you for watching. Thank you for lasting this long. Thank you for staying this long and watching this whole video with me. If you made it this far, leave a like, comment, subscribe. If you made it this far, you will probably like my other videos. I have a pretty extensive catalog. I almost have 200 videos on YouTube, and I've only been doing this for like over a year. I'm gonna keep coming out with content, gonna keep showing y'all my best effort, and yeah, Olympic esports, 2 weeks late. You know how I do, you know how I be. Spread love wherever you go. Welcome to the Bread Show. You're leaving the Bread Show. Stay a while. Spread love wherever you go. Give inspiration in all you do, and peace out. Save the girl and become a level 100 crime boss, or save your friend and become a level 120 crime boss. Oh, something like that. I don't know.